Joined now by the Peacocks and head coach John Dunn, along with Quadir Welton and Travis Weish. And coach, if you could please be with an opening statement.
Yeah, just fortunate to come away with the win. I thought both teams played really, really hard. I thought we did what we needed to do on the defensive end, with the exception of 1 or 2 baskets there in the second half where they really got to the rim, maybe 3. And then they did what they needed to do defensively, and they took us out of rhythm and really, applied the pressure. And, we could have done a little bit better job of handling that. But I thought at the end of the day, we made enough plays and stayed poised enough, to hold on for the win. So tip my hat to Canisius and how hard they played. And I'm just proud of my guys for staying poised enough to finish it off.
Jade.
John, first 30 minutes, only 3 turnovers against a team that's known to get out in transition and really get on the break. Just how important was that setting the tone with great ball control against this team before they ended up making their run?
Yeah, no, it's huge. When they beat us at our place, we had 21 turnovers. When we went up there, we had 9. We know it's a big, point of reference for us to beat Canisius or beat anybody, in the league. So we try to stay low turnover. We thought we were playing pretty good offensively in the first half. We only had 30 points, but, we gave up 8 offensive rebounds and extended their possessions, and we just didn't get enough possessions in the first half. So we thought we were playing pretty well offensively. We got a little tight there in the last 10 or so minutes.
John, you had a 14-point lead with about 14 minutes to go. Went without a field goal for the next 10 minutes from then on. What happened to stall the offense at that point?
They amped up their energy. They took us out of rhythm. And we didn't do a great job at drive and kick, just making plays. We left a few points off the board with some free throws, but at the end of the day, man, first game of the tournament, we just feel good about moving on and hopefully do better on Sunday. But, clearly we could have been better, with driving and kicking. They weren't going to let us run our plays. They were just going to muck up the game and go for steals, and we were going to have to make plays. And, going into Sunday, we need to do a better job of that.
Coach, you guys have been a bottom of the pack, middle of the pack team in the past. What was the confidence level like coming into the tournament being the number 2 seed?
Well, how far in the past we're going to go back on that? I don't know. We made it to the semifinals 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we finished 4th last year, and 5-6 years ago, we went to the NCAA tournament. So I think we get a little bit of a knock sometimes. But I will say this, the program was definitely struggling after the NCAA tournament when these 2 guys committed to come play for us, and they both committed early. They never wavered on their decision. I owe these guys a lot as far as getting this program going again. We're very confident right now. We lost our first league game to Iona at home, and then our 5 losses after that were by a combined total of 10 points. So, we know we can beat anybody. We're not worried about that. We also know that anybody can beat us if we don't play our game. So we're a confident group right now.
Sorry.
To piggyback off that, you not being concerned, is it a fair assessment to say that being that you're the number 2 seed, it looks like you're supposed to pull away from these guys or blow them out from the outside looking in? So would it be a fair assessment to say that it was more of you 2 are familiar with each other, so this is more of just who was going to win at the end, more than just pulling away and as expected?
No, these guys are good, Canisius is good. They're really, really good. They're really efficient offensively. They can really, really score the ball. Reggie does a great job with his offensive execution. They swing the ball. They're one of the top teams in the country with their assist percentage for made shots. And then they turn teams over. So they're a good team. They beat us at the buzzer at our place. We went up there, and it was a squeaker up there. We knew exactly what it was, what was coming. We're not looking at listen. And it's tournament time. We're not blowing people out, man. We just got to grind and stay focused for 40 and understand that.
Travis, you had the big lead, and then they cut it to 1 in the last minute. Can you walk me through that last possession when you get the layup?
I was pretty much just taking what the defense gives me. He gave me the right hand, so I took it, and I was on balance, and I made a shot. My teammates have confidence in me, and I just went out there and made a play.
Coach, just what do you think you did well to stop Cassius Robertson in the first half, and were you glad to see him on the bench in the second half?
Yeah, you know, sometimes, I mean, I thought particular players can get away from you a little bit with their great ball movement, you know. Obviously, the two big guys can really get out of there on the perimeter and make those plays, but I thought Reese was having a heck of a game. So he was really, really good. But we were just out there trying to defend the guys that were on the court. I wasn't worried about who was on the bench versus who was on the court, you know. And as far, yeah, I thought our defensive energy was great. I mean, I think they got 15 points off second chance opportunities, and then they got 1-3 in transition off a turnover. So I think when they played against our quarter-court defense in the first half, they only had about 7 or so points. If we had locked up the rebounds, even though we only had 30, we could have had a bigger margin. They got to the rim a little bit better in the second half.
You against a bigger Canisius front line, you go for 15-9, really fighting your way through there. How much of an adjustment was it early in the half and then picking up as the game went on for you to really impose your will?
The biggest adjustment was really just being team first still and taking what the defense give me and just looking for my teammates at the right time. I know my teammates have confidence in me to make shots, but if I have to give the ball up so one of them can make a play, I'm fine with that. So.
Vinny?
John, how much of a benefit is this extra day of rest that they've instituted? I think it came in last year.
I'll let you know Sunday night. No, clearly it has to be, it's got to be a positive, right? So you get the day off, and then you play the winner of the game Sunday night at 7, I believe it is, and so it's you hope it's an advantage. I thought our legs were really good in the second half tonight, and you hope that you have the same energy in the second half Sunday.
Great. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Be joined momentarily by Canisius.